Yo, it's day 208. So, we're over 615,000, just barely. But that's pretty crazy. Alright, we get this tracker going here. Outside. Oh, it's getting windy. Watch it start to get cold now. It's like 50 degrees. I just got home from buckler and arming sword class, which was great. Let's get this thing started here. All right, it's going. Oh, I don't know how long we'll be on. Hour and a half. It's 11:15 at night, so we'll see. What the world? If you're here, what up, man? Yo, thanks for the likes. I missed if you were live today, man. I was at sword classes from 6 till like 10. Like 4 hours I was out there. Thanks for the likes. Yo, what's up? I picked up some things, man. Now I was at a HEMA class, right? So that's like poking and stabbing, but I'm gonna try it out. So Tin Man, what's up? So they had to I'll show you the guard that they're big on up there on Buckler. And I tried it out a lot. Yo, thanks for the hard me, man. Let me show you something here. So what they say, I gotta undo this strap, it's a little loose, or it's a little tight, is to, this is their stance, the teacher for Buckler tonight. No, this is just my HEMA drag. I still got this on. I just got home from, I've been paying for years for membership at this HEMA school, and I just went to a class tonight for the first time in like 2 years. So their guard is this, right? Where you don't use use the shield strap, but so their guard is like this. So what you do, and it's from here. So it's not out here. It's from here. And they're big on like intercepting and attacking at the same time. So someone comes like this. What you do is you can actually you can thrust this into their attack, and you can see how this is here. So this actually, you can, if you act fast enough, you go like this, and so their sword is here. You turn it up. You come around it like this, and you can trap their sword in here. It's pretty crazy. It's hard to explain. I'd have to do it again. There's another one where if you get in a jam this way, like in a high guard of a different way you can control their arms and hit them. Anyway, I don't know if this can work with. Thanks, world. Don't know how it's gonna work yet. I have to try it like in person. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like instead of I'm always out here like this, so gave me something different to try. So instead of all this fighting and blocking separate, like it's HEMA, so they teach having your hands together and stuff like that. But it's a pretty good trap, like where you can trap their sword in here, and now there's nothing in the rules that say you can't trap a sword with your shield and sword. I guess you're not allowed to anymore. Pretty soon you're not gonna be allowed to like grab people's arms, but. If you have to really smash these together, but you gotta block it with the buckler, and you bring the sword around like that, and you trap their sword in like in here. We'll see how it goes. Favorite helm? Oh man, I like German. Yo, Jeremy. Oh man, thanks for the Harvey man, Jeremy. I hope you're doing good. Doing well. Favorite helmet? Probably, I don't know. I mean, I like Sugarloafs, but I wouldn't wear one to fight in. Dude, like, I bet you somebody back in the day must have had a shield that you could do this through it. They had to. I would. You probably would too, just asking about it. Man. That's not good you're not doing well, man. Was it health stuff? Thanks for like spot. Shit. Sorry to hear that, man. Thanks for like spot. Shit. Sorry to hear that, man. I was a little resourceful tonight, everybody. I had to. I showed up and I realized, like these. I use trash bags to get my. I still have this stuff on from tonight, but I use trash bags for my arming points tonight, which is a great idea, man. There was no string, nothing, and somebody had this. These are the handles from a shopping bag. I was like, bro. I was like, that would be perfect. Let me use it. Let me get your bag. Hold on, this thing's getting messed up. Do you, yo? Get to meet Tin Man, yo. You both are in here too, right? You get to meet the winner of the helm. War Thunder, yo, what's up, man? By the way, Prometheus. Oh, also, what's up? Thanks for repost. Sorry, I'm just seeing all that stuff. Jiri, that's 31, man. we gonna update this from 30. Yo, thanks for the heart, me too. Seamstress. Jeez. All right, here let's all right. 31. These things are slick. Ha! Pour a whole thing out. Not doing too. All right, I remember it's 31 for the count. Joshua. Yeah, I figured it was a heart thing. Yo, Mick Ironcock, what up? Yo, how's it going? Man, so I picked up some, and I fought a lot of farming sword tonight. Dude, my shoulders are wrecked. So we go through all this. So in that class, man, Featherball, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. So in this class, man, the whole thing is to go through all these guards too. And bro, like I was holding I had my wooden buckler, man. Wait, no, he goes like, he leans, all right, I looked up. He leans away from it. And when he goes like this. Always good to see you too. Yo, man, this meme is too popular these days. Just don't source. Y'all, we won't. What up, man? Yo, Avenge, what up? So we I had a lot of fight time today. I was in class for 4 hours. We were fighting 2-minute rounds, not in armor, but in this stuff. You know, like dude, I got whacked a couple times pretty good. So that's the thing, man. This is why like HEMA is so much more crazier than armor, because you get hit in yeah, I was doing I went to class tonight, which I haven't done in like 2 years. I fight like an armor. I prefer to fight like Boohurt. But I went to my HEMA class tonight. Man, boy, I took Featherball. Thanks to Rose. Bark, bark. I'm into archery, but I only go like maybe 4 or 5 times a year to do it. Man, this whole place, the guy that was teaching buckler today, his whole thing is this guard. And attacking, like when they attack you, he's like you wait till they attack you, and then as soon as you do, like there's ways you can intercept and like catch swords. You can now I mean you can push somebody's shield and sword down too. And Boohurt. I learned too much stuff even to talk about tonight. I can't even tell you. So much. Archery. Yeah, archery. I only get out like freaking 4 or 5 times a year. Rah! 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 I'm not screaming tonight, but that's... I watched the video, I already forget. Corsets, what's up? Better be having a good night. You got just about to clock in. Featherfall, thanks to the rose. Bark, bark. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to be screaming outside for the meme tonight. Yeah, 2 minutes. That's funny because whenever I tuned in, I thought you were about to be late because like, aren't you working at 10:30? I forgot that you're like an hour behind me because I was gonna say you're still in your car. I just wanted to make sure you weren't late. People coming from work coming to my live stream. Dude, Saber's great. I fight when I do tournaments. Like I use a Saber actually. Sabers just roll off of people so nice, you know. It's so much nicer than a flat arming sword. Rah! VDV, what's up? Yeah, I was trying to make sure, you know, live streaming, you can forget what time it is. Or you might not even be able to see your clock, I don't know. So we had a very eventful sword fighting night. 4 hours. War Thunder, thanks for the roses. Although I am screaming that. But that's because, thank you. It's still counting. Oh yeah, I forgot to say my shoulders are so spent. Oh man, I gotta take this glove off. Chat's go by too quick. Yo, who said what up? VDV. Yo, what's up, VDV? Oh, wait. Oh, you get dressed on their time, huh? Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Whoa, War Thunder again, bro. Y'all are too nice. It does go to my huge championship fight overseas. Not that anyone has to ever feel obligated to donate, but it is part of the thing. So y'all, much appreciated. Heck yeah, get dressed, tie your shoes, and take a dump on your employee's clock. Don't do it on your own time. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Yeah, you too. I'll tell you all about Pensick another time when you got more time. So, dude, I got lit up a couple good times. I took a sword across my back. You know, a steel sword. That's the thing, you know. You're fighting and you're getting hitting this as hard as you get hit with a sword and armor. I don't have armor on here. I wear elbow and forearm protection. I don't have shoulder protection for HEMA. I don't like it. And you know, you take your hits. So I did pretty good though. First night back in forever. Like people are like, man, how often do you fight sword? It's like, well, I do it a lot, but I just don't do the. It's nice because now I got to do all the stabby stuff tonight. Learned a pretty good buckler guard, where you're actually. It's a pretty good one, man. Although in Boohurt, you can't aim a tip at somebody. But I had to learn so many buckler guards today. I don't even remember them. What? Jeremy, what? Who? Well, I guess, do you know who? Bob doesn't fight back, unfortunately. But I had a lot of fights tonight. I posted a video of tonight. The guy fighting, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. The guy fighting in a video I just uploaded like an hour ago in the black armor is almost 70 years old. He is jumping and thrusting at somebody. 70. This guy's like this. Not punching. I wish, bro, that he could fight back. If he could, I would be so much better. Man, Jeremy. Whoa, shoot. I thought you were talking about a gym like a freaking, like someone like with dumbbells. I didn't realize. Holy shit, man. I'm sorry, man. That's horrible. Swords, maces, all that shit. Too bad you guys don't have any kind of insignia on it to know if someone tries to sell that or something online. Capricio, what's up? Yeah, man, the guy's almost 70. And he's out there fighting. He's the one that put the I probably got a bruise. I bet you tomorrow I got a bruise from it on my back. Because I was trying to reach. So the goal today was to do being deceitful and faking people out. So like like things like this where you go, like you're gonna swing from up here, but you go, and these things like that, and then to escape and get away without getting hit. And the one time, man, because we all know what we're doing. So the one time, I faked like I was going like this. I went, and as I went down like that, he put this sword straight across my back from like a overhead chop. Sucked. Jeremy, do you have, I don't know, man. Do you have any pictures of him? Like, is there any way to just post them, like even on Armored Combat Sports or something? That huge community, just to give people a heads up if something turns up that it's stolen. Yeah, I mean, I never leave my armor anywhere. Like, I even hated it, the Arnold leaving my armor, but they're like, we got a security guard, and they're gonna lock the room. I hated leaving my armor there. I did though. The move that took me the longest to learn. Oh man. Yeah, cameras. That sucks, man. Of all things, I thought you were just talking about like when you were saying your gym got robbed. I thought you were gonna say like the gym you go to, like a Planet Fitness or something. I was like, man, that sucks. I didn't realize it was like that. Longest move to learn, probably. I don't know. Probably a proper. Swinging this way and longsword when your hands are crossed to be able to come up and be able to hit someone that way. I don't know. I don't think many moves are that hard to learn. That's why. It's just moving your move. It's just doing something. Body. Moulinet. Right, you got all your stuff. Favorite move though? Nah. Well, I don't have my longsword, but it's the good old. That. The key to it is getting your thumb on a. You don't hold it like this. You hold it sideways like this. That's probably my favorite. But you got your stuff, Jeremy, right? I mean, from what you're... Oh, guys. Oh, shit. There's a lantern fly. It's alive. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not alive. I should save this for Woodland. I'm gonna see if she wants it. It must have woke up and froze out here. I'm gonna see if she wants. Woodland Realm makes jewelry and stuff out of like ethically found bugs. So this thing here, we're gonna save that. I mail it to her. You want to turn this lantern fly into something? I never had. Yeah, luckily never had to defend the house. I would honestly, like, if I'm upstairs, I probably wouldn't even want to get involved in it. Where if they were downstairs, and I knew it, I would just post up at the top of the steps. I have a PS90 that I have like up here, and I'd just get a good vantage point on the steps, and I'd tell them like, I hear you got to get out. Frank, thanks, Frank. And anybody coming up the steps is getting blasted, but you better get out. The police are on their way, and hopefully they would just leave. Maybe they just take a couple things. I'd rather not confront somebody. I don't want to get in that position where I'd have to actually like pull a trigger, but the top of the stairs upstairs, that's if we woke up. I'm saying because it'd probably be at night we're all asleep. And I would be camped out right across the hall in the bedroom in the dark with the with the freaking PS90. Well, that's a different kind of blasting though. Dogs are up. I wonder if they're up because of us. For some of these, I don't even know if the stuff I learned tonight is going to translate to boo hurt, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I have to practice with somebody now in armor. See if it's actually worth any of these blocks. Time is it? We're gonna go to like. We'll see where we're at 12:30. I'd love to get 3,000 hits. If we get 3,000 hits, we'll see how things go. Yeah. Shears. You would. Oh gosh. Can you imagine he's a shears on somebody? Is there? I don't know what Stargate is. The reason I like this one though, because it's really comfortable. It's ambidextrous. The original sights suck on it, so that's why I got a laser and a scope mounted on top. But it's a really nice, comfortable thing. The only thing I gotta watch is because in the front. So the barrel of the civilian version is like about this long, so it's hard to get your finger from. But the regular one, man, you put your hand here, the barrel ends like right here. So you're holding it like this, and literally the barrel is the muzzle is right above your fingers. It's kind of nuts. I'm trying to yell. It's after midnight outside. Well, it's not after midnight yet. Yeah, dude, I saw some article that said Australia is the hottest ever right now. Is that true? Try and be quiet. I did look up. I saw his body. He leans away from it. Right? I watched it again today a couple times. I already forget. I need to act out while I'm watching the actual video, I guess. Why is that? Is that a new meme? Like, it just seems like all of a sudden it's the most popular thing around, at least on this live stream. Skyrim is such an old game. What is that meme in reply to though? Yeah, pretty old. Thanks for letting him cook. There's on the back of Bob, there's a counter, an electronic counter. So randomly, once in a while, I'll forget to plug it in. So the other day I had to keep track in my head. So I do like about a set of 100. I'd be talking to chat. I just write down every time I got about it down through 100. Right now there's an app. The bodyguards are great. I think so. I always used to rock Springfield, the XD, Springfield Armory XD. Dude, and I'll tell you what, it's not resurfacing, I gotcha. I've carried since I was like over 20 years, and I can count many times I'm glad that I had something on me. I'll tell you the first time I was ever thankful I had something, man. I was dating this girl in college. I was out on a date, and she's, I'm pretty white. She's black, and these guys came up. I'm pretty sure we're skinheads, and I'm pretty sure I was about to get jumped, and I had, dude, I was so ready, just in case something happened, man. It was about to go down, but it was kind of still like there was other people around, and then it was kind of like late at night. It was downtown Pittsburgh. And I think they would have got away with it, but at the same time, all of a sudden, there's some more people that started coming around because it's sort of near a bus stop. I think they thought twice about it, but there's that time. We were talking about this a while on here ago. There's this really weird guy who came in one time. We're at church, and this guy has this backpack filled with something. I think it's just, it must be resurfacing. It's like the most popular thing on this live stream, the skeleton meme. So we're sitting there. There's this guy in the middle. He's like 4 or 5 rows back to our left. And I'm like the only person that must see this guy. And he's sitting there. And he's sweating his ass off. And he's got this backpack full of something heavy. And he's between like all these old people. They're all like, and he's like just rocking back and forth and stuff. And doing all this stuff, I was like, fuck. And I'm like, to my daughter's mom, I'm like, look, check this guy out. She's like, what? She's like, that guy looks like he's gonna do something crazy. I was like, you're right. So I just watched this guy the whole time. Luckily, didn't have to do anything. Eventually, he just stands up. He like stood up. I was like, this is it. And then he just like pushed these people out of the pew and like goes out the back door. I thought he was gonna get up in the aisle and start shooting or something. So I'm glad I had one that time. There's this guy that ran into Burlington Coat Factory with this trench coat. Pissed off about something. He just busts through the front door. Starts walking towards the back. I was like, I don't know what this is about. Wearing a trench coat, like in this, what's warm outside. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, like... There's plenty of times. I'm so glad I had one. We had this neighbor who was attacking people in our apartment building. He actually pushed somebody down the steps, put them in the hospital. Not that I would probably need it against him, but you never know. You never know. What if he comes out in the hallway one time and has a gun or something? Never had to pull it, but I can tell you a dozen stories. I'm glad it just in case something it would have got to that point. I'm always like looking too. We go out to eat. Like I sit and I not stare at, but I know where the door is. I see everybody coming in the restaurant. You never know. You're gonna cross paths sometime with somebody having a bad day. And if you're in the wrong time at the right place for them at the wrong time for you. Always try and get away, but in case you need it, or in case you need it to try and save other people, like I would. So I think it's a good idea to have one. I just got my new membership card for the range I go to, so I'm gonna try and go there. I might try and go there tomorrow, actually, get some practice in. Dude, I used to be all about shooting, I used to do AR-15 competitions and stuff. Ever since I got started in armor, man, armor was so expensive. I didn't have money for ammo. I actually stopped doing black rifle competitions to fight in armor. There's some cool ones, though. A John Walker shield. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, my arms are so worn out from buckler practice today, man. Because we're going over stuff. And he's like, dude, he's explaining stuff and wants to do this and all these things, And my arms, I was holding up my arms up for so long. I was like, shit. So it's like, man, hitting Bob so much. I don't know if it's from that or just because I don't hold my arms up. Hyperpigmentation, what up? So I'm telling you what Ace, what's up again, Ace? I used to go shoot black rifle competition. You sit there. The last one I did was pretty cool. They had this place had a dozen targets that were close range. You had you had one round per target. There's another. Then you shoot you're shooting off a roof. They have a fake roof with a slant. You shoot from the roof. I forget what it was, 1,000-yard target or something. They had things like how fast you can take it apart, put back there. It was great times, but I started fighting armor. It got too expensive to be shooting. Yo, BF out of the hospital. Heck yeah. Now I got a hole. I was thinking, uh-oh. Yeah, Ace. I'm outside. Now my neighbors are outside. I can see them. They're doing something with their car. But that's why I'm trying to yell too much. But I can talk and stuff. They're gonna be like, "What's this dude doing?" Next time we're streaming inside, or we're in the daytime, catch me. I'll yell louder. And I'll have a bigger shield inside too. I'll save my bigger shield just for that. It's a big round shield. It's not metal like the meme, but man, I woke up today. I played an hour of Warframe. I went to go to sword fighting classes. I took 4 hours of sword fighting practice in class. Come home, hit Bob. Going back to bed. That's what the whole day is. He actually, if you see, he actually has a, yeah, man, it's not the first time I've done it. So he actually has his face split open from hitting him with a sharp sword on a 300,000th hit. The millionth hit, just so it is, a millionth hit, we're hitting him with sharp swords. Yeah. Love you, Bob. But I gotta hit you tonight. There's a so there's a pretty decent sword fighting community in Pittsburgh. I don't know why more people don't fight in armor, but there's a good bit. And now that I joined the buckler class, now there's an even amount of people. There's only 4 of us. No one wants to fight buckler. So the cool thing is, I'm not gonna go to it, but on Friday nights they have like the first Friday nights at the sword fighting school where everybody can show up, you can duel each other, all this stuff. We were trying it yesterday, but now we got some more people to fight for the first Friday night stuff at the sword school. I'm gonna give it a month of buckler classes as long as I can keep making it to class. I missed with the sword on purpose. That's how I can judge my range. If I hit him in the face, I knew I was too close. You know what I mean? Thanks for the army. Who did that? Nikki, a new picture? Worth Letter, thanks for the share. Because if I would have hit him like that, and I know when I'm spinning around, I'm going to probably connect with like my elbow. So missing the first time, I figure. You miss the first, and then I can judge my range. I guess if you miss the first time, if you hit the first time, I know I'm just too close to hit with the shield. Beef, yeah, dude, the name Beef. What's up? Dude, we were fighting 2-minute long duels. I was sweating a lot. I'm a little bit beat from that. Yeah, +5 critical chance. I need that sometimes. If there was something I could do to increase out of anything, endurance, skill, whatever, fight IQ, I would. So if there's something I could do to get a higher chance, like it would be so cool, man, if it was just like the games where I could get like a different kind of magic enchanted sword, or something. Increase my critical chance would be clutch. Always looking for ways to improve. That's why I went to this class tonight. Venus, what's up? That's why I went to class. Allison. Yo, Allison, what's up? Because this is I fought all these people in a whole other format, man, tonight. And that is great because now that, there's not much of this stuff because they're doing all this, these pokes and stuff. Hey, Allison. Oh, not much. I went to sword fighting for 4 hours. I still got this stuff on from it. That's kind of Allison. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, I was fighting. So their whole thing is I was talking about this earlier when we first got on. Like the where I was fighting tonight. The instructor, I went through their little class first before we fighting. This is his thing. A guard like this, not out here, not like this. Right here, and it's all about intercepting where their first swing goes. Allison, too nice. I'm fighting overseas, right? Just so everybody knows, don't ever feel obligated, but they go to pay for my international fight trip as a supplement. It's like Aflac for Boohurt travel. Y'all are too nice. I'm telling you what, man. I learned this. If I had another person here, I'd show you. But he had this thing where if you catch their sword up here a certain way, and you catch it, like you kind of block with the buckler, and because these are kind of close together, and you catch it in here with your cross guard, and you jam them up so you can just to the point where you can get in a nice hit real quick. Oh my God. We're on day 208. That's like 49.7 Allison of the days I've been live streaming, which is crazy. We do go way back. That's crazy. Well, thanks for coming by tonight. If only I had someone else here to swing a sword at me, I'd show what I learned tonight. But then we fought a lot, and I beat everybody except the guy in black, man, from that video tonight. I should have uploaded our fights, but he got me. He's almost 70. He's been fighting with swords forever. You got any topics? Pick a topic for the 100th day celebration. If you want me to talk about something particular. Yo, next hobby. Ryokyo. I got a good hobby for you, Ryokyo. Whittling soap. Go get yourself a bar of soap and a couple little hand tools. You can make like doves. You can make a little dove out of dove soap. Make a Christmas tree. Sell it around. Give it as a gift. Yeah, you do. If you do it, I'm telling you what, man. Dude, I couldn't do it. Whittling soap. You can make a little guy that looks like a sailor with the raincoat and stuff. You ever see those? People used to hand make that stuff. Now you get it like it's made on a CNC machine or a 3D printer. Man, we go to Jamaica. Like this is a long time ago. Everything was like pre-made. We went to this shop. I was like, look at all this stuff that they whittled out of wood. You go to the next shop, we buy a bunch of stuff. You go to the next shop, same thing, painted a different color. I was like, look, it's all the same. Well, if you want to do this, I still have my stuff on from fighting tonight. Look how resourceful I am. I used trash bags to tie my armor together tonight. So this is some basic like hockey stuff or something, right? Street hockey, I don't know. And this outfit here, to be able to just fight like you're gonna spend to count with the sword and everything, probably $500. Featherfall, welcome back. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. For HEMA sword fighting. For fighting in armored combat though, you're gonna spend a lot more. The startup cost sucks, but armor, man, can last a good while. Like I have armor that's 7 years old, 6 or 7 years old. I still use it. You know, the startup cost for armor sucks, but I got it personally made like in Ukraine. And now, well, actually, one was from Ukraine. The other armor set's from Russia. We're gonna try not to pull on these. Remember last night I was drinking that coffee all till like the end of the live stream. Here we are again, drinking coffee. It's midnight. Trying to stay up too late. Larry, you can probably see what part of the country I'm in because this is a Sheets coffee. You can tell where people live by the brand. The stuff isn't even that great. I was gonna make my own. I do. If I didn't have coffee right now, though, dude, I was just fighting and taking classes for 4 hours. I was kind of beat. I was like, I was gonna make coffee when I got home, but I got this for the ride home. Yeah, I do some energy drinks sometimes. If I had to pick, man, I'd stick with the good old fashioned Red Bull. Featherball, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. However, so there's a brand from I usually do the Boohurt, like fighting in armor, like full metal armor. I actually qualified to fight overseas this year. I did really good. The first year I actually tried to see, because I went to so many tournaments. Every tournament I was in, I won. I even had live streams where I won medals on my live streams, which were pretty cool. You know, the actual live stream, boy, talk about. I don't think people just be like, hey, you did good today, even if I sucked and lost. But every live stream I had this year, I won, which was kind of cool. Red Bull, but that's what I say about the energy drinks. You know, there's a kind that they make in Canada that has no high fructose corn syrup. Like it's there's a couple energy drinks that I get that are like from Featherfall. Thanks for the roses. Bark bark. From like other countries because they don't put as much stuff in it, extra stuff that you don't need. Yo, all right. Oh, you don't work tomorrow, so we're gonna go till 12:30. It's 11. It's in a half hour. We're gonna see how many hits we got. I'd love to get 5,000 hits. Where are we at? Let's see where we're at. Is that a reasonable goal? I also don't want to be on here till like 2 a.m. because I want to get up early enough tomorrow to work out. We're 1,039. When did we start? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we just get 3,000 hits. Yeah, dude, I got a couple pinned videos of my fighting stuff on my. If you check my channel, two of the 3 pinned videos are me fighting in armor. Yeah, you know, same with me. You know, I haven't had a whole lot of energy drinks for a while. This coffee right here, though, kind of sucks. It's doing its job. If you could just, do you honestly know what I do? I have caffeine pills, and I'd much rather take a caffeine pill because then you don't have all the extra stuff. Coffee's not that bad. Yeah, dude, I used to play for Honor back in the day. Yeah, Feather, one day I might do a 24-hour, I might try a 24-hour live stream of hitting Bob. Now, of course, we're going to have some times where we might sit on the couch and talk for a little bit. Do you know black tea and, I don't know what black tea and B12. Heck yeah. If you, they put a lot of ingredients in those drinks that I don't really want. For Honor, I used to play it a lot back in the day when it came out. The thing that turned me off from the game day, I haven't eaten every fruit. There's probably some fruits out there I haven't had. I've eaten a good bit. There's so when For Honor first came out, if you played it back in the day, yeah. Oh, we should. I was talking about that last night. I almost did it today, but I woke up and I was like, I played Warframe for a couple hours before sword fighting instead of because I was like, man, I won't be up there for like 4 hours. I was like, I'm gonna skip cardio today, which I'm glad I did because I was like all over the place. Two minute long rounds fighting, and you know, even not in armor, man. Crazy. I was out of breath. I was sweating all over. I feel bad. I got a hardwood floor. I was dripping sweat all over it. For Honor used to have this thing like where people would disconnect all the time. Drove me crazy because if you're losing, everyone quit. Then you're on a team full of bots. Or if you're beating another team, they'd all quit. Then you're fighting a bunch of bots. And it wasn't fun. I heard that they fixed it a long time ago, but I never went back to the game. But For Honor was good. I liked it. I actually have a helmet like Lawbringer. There is axe fighting. Oh yeah. Y'all want to see real quick? We'll take a little trip inside. Because I'm gonna take this jacket off. I'm getting too hot now. I'll show you some axes. Just because we got some new people. It's like 5 of us here, but that's an excuse. Let's take this jacket off. We'll take a quick trip inside. I'll show you the axes. Well, I'll still have my overweight my big supersized suspender pants on. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. All right, check it. Plus, I want to bring this. I'm gonna take this lanternfly. I'm gonna see if Woodland wants this lanternfly. I found it. It must have froze to death. We're gonna leave this thing right. Oh, we gotta feed Jimmy. I'll show you some axes. Then we'll feed the hamster. Here's some swords. Let's start with that. All right. Oh, dude, Lawbringer looks cool too on top. Yeah, Lawbringer is my favorite. All right, these are all just sitting here. Oh yeah, but my tournament. This is my tournament saber. All the stickers are from different tournaments, by the way. Like this pineapple, you know. That way, when you go in, the referee sees the pineapple. He knows, okay, like they pass this for weapon inspection. But the saber, they're not sharp. Tournament saber. I hate this sword. This sword is won me so. This sword has so many thousands of hits in competitions. I'm surprised it didn't break. Practice longsword, and then this is the one. If you want someone to know you're there, hit him with this. The poor fly. I know, but you know what? The fly could be turned into jewelry. I'm gonna text Woodland Realm. I'm gonna send her a message on here and be like, "Hey, do you want a lanternfly? I'll put it in a container, a hard container, and we'll mail it." All right. I'm getting over here. There's axe fighting. Jason Voorhees. Yeah. Oh, this is the helmet. It's not really like Lawbringer, but I wear this. It kind of is. It reminds me of it a little bit. This doesn't go on there. But it's got this style kind of, if you look from the front, a little bit. This is for SCA fighting, though. I can't wear it. I can't do that in Boohurt. It would get wrecked. Jason Voorhees. Different size axes. If it's a small area we're fighting in, use the short one. If it's a big area with lots of room, use the big one. And that's what hit each other with. That helmet there is just for show. But that is a helmet design I always liked. When you're fighting in armor, though, this thing is such a handle. I don't want to touch it with my hands. But you can, like, push. You can maneuver someone's head with that. If you get your hand under here and just, like push them, bro. It's such a leverage point. Yeah, these are all, it's from, like, I told people, like, so here's a first place medal from fighting at, what is this from? Pocono Brewing Company. I got a first place, and I have so many medals from fighting, like, in Boohurt and stuff. You know what I do with them? Put it in a pile. Because then when people are like, this is a, whoops, they're just falling on the floor. I do have I did a Spartan race once. But yeah, I don't have anything, you know, it's just, yeah, dude. This is the one from the live stream. I live streamed, everyone tuned in. This is my trophy from winning second place at Longsword on my live stream. Well, I don't have anything. There's just too many, man. This is cool. This is everyone. When I fought that cage fight, you know, I got everybody's signature, man. This was a great poster. To actually fight with these people was like amazing. Whoa, I don't want that to get messed up. Every bit about this group is freaking awesome. Best thing I ever fought in, man. Gigi, what's up? But yeah, different axes for different length axes for depending on how much room I got. I prefer to fight with an axe out of sword if I'm fighting in teams. All right, back to the grind. That was a good little break. I'm glad we got to take Featherfall. Thanks for the rose. I got this change in my pocket from getting the coffee. So yeah, we got... Oh, shoot, everybody. What's up? Going back outside to hit the dummy. Everybody just tuned in after we had the whole trophy show off. But yeah, and people are like, you don't do technique or your footwork sucks. Bro, I got so many fucking medals from fighting in armor, man. You don't need all that footwork and fancy stuff. Let me plug this in. You do. You can't just be out there and like not do anything. Uh-oh. Was there a big yo? Yeah, big axes, man. The length. Featherfall, thank you. You're awesome too, Feather. Yo, oh, I appreciate it. Kind words. I didn't see that spider. Thankfully, we didn't. Thankfully, it didn't land on me. If it was, well, Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Oh, man. Dude, I learned... Do you want to see a buckler move I learned tonight? That was pretty cool. So when someone swings at you, right, if you catch their blade this way, so if someone's swinging like this, like overhead, and with this guard, if you catch them this way, all you gotta do, you spin your then you take your buckler, and you push their. If you catch their sword, you push it that way, and it just we're doing this thing. It throws people off balance. You catch, push, and you just circle a couple times. When you're only fighting the 5 hits, I don't know if it's worthwhile. See, this is all stuff I learned tonight that I gotta see if it even works in Boo Hurt. Yeah, spiders are friends. Yo, Space Comics! Bro, when you're done, Jackson! What's up, Jackson? Is this something that you're gonna post somewhere, the novel, like where other people can see it? Anybody in chat or me can get your novel? I don't know who Diane or Judy is. And are you talking about or as in like who's hotter? Or who would you rather hang out with? Don't ask me who's hotter. Everybody knows my type. Black hair and plastic surgery. Yeah. Not always, but... Hell, yeah, heck yeah. Well, I tell you what, who is Diane and who's the other one? Oh, man. Right? Megan. Black hair. Everyone at work, I try not to talk about this stuff with everyone at work. So you seen anybody new? Or I'll be like, well, I got a date coming up. And I was like, let me guess, like black hair. Yeah, black hair. Not always, I'm saying. I dated this girl, the one who dumped me for wearing the USA tank top. She had really nice red hair. Like natural, not like, and not that there's anything wrong with any color hair. I don't care if it's nice blue hair. She did makeup for a living, which is pretty neat. So did Katie even stick around? See, here's the thing. People come by. No, they're not even here. And then I start talking about something. They're not even here for explanation. So anyways. So for everybody else that just tuned in, I had 4 hours of sword fighting activities tonight, which was great. We're back to hitting Bob. I should make sure thanks for the likes. I should make sure this thing hitting Bob on the back. Let's make sure this thing's counting. It is 1,257 hits for tonight. We got to get at least 3,000. I don't know how long we're going. At 12:30, we're gonna do a time check. I mean a hit check and see where we're at. Space Comics, thanks for the likes. If we have to go till like 1 o'clock, it'd be great. Like, I have to get the totals for today. We have to get at least 3,000 hits. And if we're close to 3,000, and it's like 12:30, which I don't think is going to happen, but we'll see. We'll just extend the time. That's all. Y'all are stuck with me for a little bit more longer tonight. I have to get these hits done. The sooner we get done hitting Bob, the sooner I could be doing cardio. I gotta do cardio, man, for these fights. I got some important fights coming up in like a month, and I'm sitting here hitting Bob. Do the thing. I can't be that loud. I want to do the yaw that loud. The neighbors are still awake. You gotta catch me in the daytime for the scream. And next time we're inside doing this, the thing, I have a bigger round shield I'll use for it too. Specifically, since so many people ask, it's not metal like this, but yo, nice page set, bro. I tried making comics. I was horrible at it. Oh man, I wish I was better at stuff like that. Back in the day, I used to be able to draw. You know, I drew this portrait of this girl in school. I was just sitting there. I drew this portrait. It's so good, man. And I showed it to her, and she's like, "Wow." She's like, "I can keep this." I was like, "Yeah," but I was like, "Shit, that was like the best drawing I ever did in my life." Thanks for the likes. It was like perfect, like a Michelangelo. That's kind of disappointing. I was gonna tell her no. Think I'm creepy or something. Taking her. I have a real picture of you I drew. What's this guy doing with this picture of me? So I was like, yeah, it's for you. I was like, damn. I was like, I never drew that good in my life. Don't know how it happened. Yo, Rican, thanks for the follow. Man, if anybody follows, please come back again. A lot of people just follow because of the skeleton meme these days. You know, what's going to happen like in a month when the skeleton meme isn't funny anymore? Is everyone just going to disappear? Michael Phelps, artist? Why, is he suck at art? I don't know if I get the reference. Taking 3,000 hits on Bob tonight. Featherfall, thanks for the roses. Bark. We got 3,000 hits. We get 3,000 hits. We'll assess what time it is. And then we'll see if we're going to keep going or not. I'm not going to be on here till 2. It's just like, I want to wake up and go do cardio. Haha. Yeah, certified Michael Phelps. Michael Antonio. What was the guy's name? He likes, who was it? Leonardo Lee's Donatello does machines. Raphael's cool book. Michelangelo is a party dude. That's a great concept, man. A bunch of turtles that are named after famous artists. Like, dude, I think that's a crazy cool idea. No wonder they're so popular growing up. I played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game on Nintendo. It took me and my friend forever to beat the Ninja Turtles game on Nintendo. It's funny, man. You can watch these speedruns of people. They just like fly through these games, man. I love watching Nintendo game speedruns. It's just like, dude, the Friday the 13th game, you can beat it in like less than 2 minutes. It's crazy. You grow up as a kid playing these games. It takes you weeks to even figure out what you're doing. Then now, you know, people, they speed run a game in like a minute and 20 seconds because, you have to go this way. You do a certain thing and you can beat the game, which is crazy. I like Metroid speed runs. Not the original Zelda, but Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link speed runs, and Dragon Warrior, man. Thanks for the likes, Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for the likes. Where they actually manipulate the RNG of the enemy spawn to know exactly how to get through the game, like the fastest run. I don't know. Those are, and Castlevania, I forgot. Jackson, yo, heck yeah! I can't wait till I'm going to sleep too. We got a mission, Jackson. Good to see ya. We got to hit Bob 3,000 times before I can go to bed. Dude, I caught a wicked sword strike to the back today. It's not going to be worth looking at today, but in the morning I'm going to wake up, see if it caught me like right across here. And this is fighting without armor, you know? That padded jacket works a little bit, but still. Space Comics actually likes... yeah, I know Space Comics for here when I was saying earlier, but I went to go fight at a HEMA school tonight. A lot of fun. That's why I still got this stuff on. KD63. What up? So we get 3. Oh, that's the counter for the first hour. It's about to go off. Oh, celebrating a little early. All right, how many hits we got for the first half? Did you mean public events like having a booth at a Comic-Con or something? Time is it? Oh. All right, everybody. It's looking estimated time. We're gonna be on here till 1:15. That'll be good. Heck yeah, dude. I think that's one of the best ways in person is to get fans and get your stuff out there. You know, like I don't know. This is just my thought, but even just have like a free, and it might cost some money, but just have a free little teaser. Like maybe if it's something you can manufacture and put together at home, you know, like a cover the end. So 1, 2, like a 6-page little teaser, you know. That way, so and even sign it, man. You know, someone comes up to the booth and they just take one of these. Sometimes you can staple in the middle at home without having to pay like for a printing press or something. I don't know. Yeah, stickers, things like that. Heck yeah, man. Guys, my arms are all worn out today. So I was saying this earlier, for this buckler practice, man, we started out going through all these cards, and I had all my gear on, you know, and they're like, dude, they're going like through these guards, you know. You know, there's one like this way. There's this window guard, all these things like this, and I was like, man, I was like, crap, I was like, I'm holding my. He's explaining stuff, and you're expected to hold your buckler to sword up. I was the only one there, like getting tired, you know. I was like, everyone else is like, not me. You'd think I'd have some better shoulder stamina after all this. Maybe I don't have the stamina because I was hitting Bob too much lately. Anyway, a lot of fun. So I can tell you something too I noticed in class. Like, there's people that I'm so glad that they try sword fighting, and you know that they're really not like that good and never will be, but they still do it. There's a couple people like that. They're there tonight. But they're still doing it, you know? It's obvious that they're just going to get wrecked for their whole life. But to keep getting in there and fighting with swords, which is so fun. Jay, what's up? What's up, Candy? But just to go out there and fight, you know, even though it looks like you're probably never get any better. And that determination, man, just that they're doing it because they like to sword fight is great. Oh, man, I got wrecked by like a almost 70-year-old tonight. But he's been fighting forever. He just was Featherfall. Thanks to the rose. Bark, bark. But there were like no openings, you know. Like, so I was just going for these shots, man. And I was paying for it, you know. I might hit him. But he was smashing me. He hit me with this over. I can feel it across my back. I'm talking about it again because I can feel it. With this freaking overhand strike across my back. It went from my shoulder down my back. I was like, dang it. I miss that stuff though. One thing about these sword fighting sports, you know, is you're gonna take some hits too in your years of doing it. I took one tonight. He has such good defense, and I was trying to reach. I didn't think I was trying to get in there and get out, so I tried to fake, and I swung low, you know. And as I must have swung too far because I should have got my sword up as I was getting away. I think I probably swung too far. Because I remember I was bringing my sword up. Before I could even get it up, man, I got wrecked. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Thanks for the rose. Featherfall, thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Again. Yo, you all know Down the Drone who comes through here sometimes shared this video. What he was talking about yesterday. There's people you can have there's this thing with passports. If anyone's traveling, I need to tell my daughter's mom this, that if they can actually you can have an issue with your passport and not be admitted to a country, and you don't find out till you get there. The airlines don't care. They don't. So I found out. I'm training. I have a huge fight coming up in like 20 some days in armor, dueling in armor. And this is more like just kind of, so we're doing this thing, right? Where we're hitting this dummy 1 million times in a year or less. So sometimes we get some armor on and do this. So it's a little more than that. It's kind of like chatting and hanging out, but the goal is for fighting in armor, which is going to happen February 6th. I will live stream it. So a month from now, a month from today, I will be live streaming huge event. So stay tuned. The image is the graphic quality looking all right. When I was doing this, it started skipping on my end. It's good now. Thanks for the likes. Space Comics. Jeez, thanks for the likes. Still here. We talked about comics before, I think, on here. I like those old school comic pictures that you post. Brings back some memories. I have some decent older comics that aren't like, I collect Amazing Spider-Man and stuff for forever, you know. So like, I do have just random kind of things, these older kind of goofy comics or something that I don't know. I thought like they had cool cover art or something. I wish I never spent so much money on Image Comics, man. Those comics, I have so many comics that I wish I could just trade in or get rid of. That no one's ever gonna want. You know, they'll probably give you 50 cents for it, and they'll resell them for like $1.50. Oh man, I should try and. I have so many. I have thousands of comics. I should get rid of some, and they're not here. I always say that the comics are not here. They're not at this house, so you can't come here and break in and find tons of comics. They're not here. I always make that disclaimer because a lot of them are expensive. Yeah, cover art's the best. I've got some cover arts that were just like, I read them. I still try and flip through them as long as I'm not going to mess them up, you know. And yeah, there's some, but the cover art's great. Collecting cover art's so cool in some cases. Ooh, you're gonna have to also bring the brain scanner, the ESP serum, to get the location. Yeah, the reason that I don't have them here because I always saw it because if the house catches on fire or something and I lost all those, I would be so pissed off and devastated. Even though I haven't bought many comics, so I only buy a couple a year anymore. But I'd be devastated, you know. So I have them somewhere else where it's like fire resistant, a fireproof storage area. The thing is, there's just so many that I wish I could unload and get rid of them, but no one would want them. They're all these like old, like early 2000s or late 90s Image Comics, you know. Like Wildcats is probably still worth something. There's a lot of the Image Comics that I have that are like worth nothing. Same with Dark Horse Comics. And some of them weren't even that cool, like the stories, but I just like good cover art. Ooh, this one has a red foil cover. Ooh, this issue has red, blue, and yellow foil cover. Gotta collect them all. One of my favorites back in the day was the DC Zero Hour series. That was pretty cool. I have everything related to Zero Hour. I have copies of them all. Oh man. So we're hitting this dummy 1 million times in a year. We're on 615,000 hits, and we're doing it in a year or less. I know it's backwards, but it's 615-018. On day 208, we're hitting it 1,000,000 times because no one would sword fight me for a whole hour. No one sword. I would yell louder, but it's after midnight and the neighbors are probably trying to go to bed. Me talking to this, but if I start going, they're probably like, even doing this. What's this asshole doing out here at 12:30 in the morning? We got a whole 45 minutes to go. Rah! Yeah. Catch me in the daytime or something, or when we're doing this inside. I never finished the thing. Oh, but I'm. So this is just hitting Bob 1,000,000 times. But it's I fight in armor, and that's like my main thing. Armored combat, fighting in armor. So this is why, and no one would fight me for a whole hour. Dude, the skeleton bone. Oh man, conquest with the bone. Yo, Cephalon, what's up again? Welcome back. I looked it up again, and I kind of forget already. I have to do it a couple times while I'm watching it, but he hits it. He goes, he leans away from it, right? He goes, ah. And it goes faster. Something like that. Yo, Space Comics, good night. I have a bigger shield to use. Next time we do it inside, I'll have a bigger shield, because everyone comes by with the skeleton shield thing, so I have a bigger shield that will bang inside. Huzzah! Cephalon. Yeah, like armored, yeah, I just fought in it. So let's go on you want to go on a field trip? I'll show you my favorite thing from it. It's like anything to get me from hitting this guy tonight. We went in here, I'll show you if you got a second. Is it ISH? Dude, check it out. I fought armored MMA in the beginning of the month. I should just leave the slide on. Hang on. Whoops. My leg armor's on the floor there. All right, so check this out. This right is a dude. So I love it, man. I got everybody's autographs. I fought in it in the beginning of the month. It's like one of the coolest things on everything. Like everybody here, man. They're all such cool people too, and I know all of them from just fighting. Like Ethan, he has a TikTok. Ethan has a TikTok. Spencer has a TikTok. You know, well, that's the owner. They're the ones that run this. I don't know if they have TikTok. Well, their TikTok's an MMA thing. He has a TikTok. He slices rice with a sharp sword. Dude, I would shout him out, but he doesn't go by his name. I can't remember it. And this is a guy who has the big Polish armor with the wings. I fought in it in beginning of the month. So, dude, Iron Jeeps, what's up? That's like my prize thing. I need to frame it, but I don't have a frame yet. We're gonna frame it. And I got my nose split open doing it. That's what this scar is from. It took my mom 3 visits to my mom's house before she realized it. It's like, did you get a cut on your nose? Thanks, Cephalon. Jeeps, what's up, Jeeps? It's doing pretty good. It healed. I got a decent new scar. I got my face bashed in fighting in that. It was worth it, though. It was fun. I'm on year 7, and this... I'm just saying this. I'm not saying don't anyone ever feel obligated to donate. But this here, where it says, every gift funds my World Championship, because I'm going to fight overseas. I was 2nd place in the whole, world for sword and buckler. So we're fighting there. In July, I got an overseas trip. 7th year. It's the first year I actually put myself to the test to see if I could win or not. I got finished 2nd. When? Oh god, Jeeps, what's up? So 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I watched this. I saw this video of it, like the crude and archaic version of this stuff. When people were fighting cattle rail pens, I started this when it was so Nobody knew what the heck it was in the USA. Like, we used to just fight in like cattle rails. Let me make sure this counter's on. We're hitting this. There's a counter on here. Got to make sure this thing's counting. Hold on. 2,019 hits. So we used to fight in like cattle pens. Tempered, if you're there, Tempered, what up? Thanks for the follow, ISH. And I'm doing this a million times because no one would fight me for a whole hour. I posted online in like the biggest community for this sport. I was like, who would fight me longsword for an hour? I'll tell you all about that in a second if you stick around for a second. No, don't let me hold you hostage here to listen. Iron Jeeps, what's up? Thank you for the likes. So we used to fight. Now this is how it used to work. Word of mouth. Who has armor? Okay, let's have a tournament in New Jersey. Okay, who has armor? Who lives close to New Jersey? So you send on Messenger to everyone who has, like, do you want to fight at this event? There were teams too. You get teams to come. Oh, dude, I kind of just, I'll tell you about eating. So, it's just like you drive, everyone shows up, you have your event, and it's like, and people are like, what the hell is this? What am I watching? And we're fighting in like, this is before all the wooden rings. We're just fighting in metal cattle rails. They set them up. We fight, beat each other up, go home. Back in the day, that's back in the day when people used to wear heavier armor. Today it's so min-maxed. Like I have super light armor. I get wrecked though. If I get hit here, like full force, like I take the whole thing. But I have such light armor now with no padding hardly that I get wrecked. But I can move around a lot more and fight a lot better. Before an event, like I watch my diet. I'm going to be watching my diet this whole month. The week before I fight, I just eat what makes me happy. So I might wake up and be like, I want a cream-filled donut, and that's what I'll eat before a fight. I might be like, man, I could go for like a shrimp cocktail, eat a shrimp cocktail. Just whatever makes me happy. Like if I'm like, I could eat a hamburger, I try not to eat a whole big bunch before a fight, you know. Yeah, you can wear heavy. They only make sure that you got a strap on the back. They make sure you have neck protection. They make sure you got a chin strap. They make sure you have a strap on the back, and that it passes like it's not some kind of fantasy helmet. Stuff like that. The armor, they don't even look at the armor. They just make sure that it passes the authenticity. So it's not like you're not showing up with like Elden Ring armor or something, you know. It can be heavy as you want. Some people get thick armor, but you know, thicker to heavier. My armor for fighting teams is 115 pounds. It's crazy. That's old school armor. Back when everyone used to have heavy armor, stomping around 115 pound armor. Now everybody's got like 60 pound armor. I don't want to miss some. What were we talking? Oh, and Cephalon. Shoot, sorry, Cephalon. You still there? Sorry, I missed that. Did what break? Oh yeah, the nose. That's what we were talking about. It didn't break, dude. My face is a mess. It's probably like a dozen or so uploads. It's probably like within 20 uploads ago. My face is like complete blood. It's one of the thumbnail is me in the thumbnail is me in the cage, and it's about like it's a picture. It's me getting punched in the corner, and then thrown on my face in armor, you know. And then it switches to someone was Heather from my team, and then it goes, I'm bleeding all over the place. So I'm like, oh, I was like, what's up, TikTok? Great video, graphic video though. Didn't break it, just got bashed like pretty bad, cut really bad. Cephalon, sorry I missed that earlier. But yeah, you can wear, dude, right? 115 pounds, stomping around, and 100. I can't even get my arms up above my head to hold them up. I can get them up if I have to, like to get up over top of somebody to grab them, or if I had to like do something to get a hand up here. But to hold my hand, like I can't do it. I can't. It's so heavy. For me to do this with my armor for an extended period of time sucks. Dude, yeah, dude, he was. I got wrecked. I'm not gonna lie about it. I got destroyed. And I was thinking too. I was like, I'm fighting this guy longsword. I'm gonna have an advantage, bro. I just got killed. I got wrecked so bad. And I'm not making an excuse, but I could not see out of my helmet. my helmet got beat down on my head so far that the eye slot didn't line up anymore. So when it started to fight, and you're out in the middle, and you're having the face off. You know, I'm looking straight out this eye slot. By the end of it, it had gotten hit down so far, like I could only see from here down. Like I couldn't even see when I was getting hit. But anyway, yeah, I got wrecked. Like no, I would have lost anyway. The guy was so good. Everyone was like, man, he's like, out of everybody that you could have fought that night, that's who you fought. The guy's a killer. I actually, at the third round, with like 5 seconds to go, I had got blasted so hard, and I was on the ground, man. I went like this. It was a T. I actually tapped. I didn't go the whole time. They called it with like, I only had to lay there for another 3 seconds, but I decided to tap out. I knew we're down the last 15 seconds. I was getting hammered, man, on the ground. To just go through 3 more seconds of that, I was like, I'm good. They're counting down to the end of the fight. Screw it, man. I got blasted so hard. A lot of fun, dude. It's so much fun. There's nothing like it. Despite getting wrecked. Yeah, so it took like 3 times to my mom's house. My mom hates I do this. Then she finally was looking. She's like, because I you can't see it as much this way. Probably with the shit. Well, these lights are aiming at me. But she's looking and she's like, we're eating dinner, and she's like, my mom doesn't live far from here. She's like, did your nose get cut? I was like, it's like a long time ago. It's like, you just noticed now. Then I get the whole thing about fighting in armor. You're almost 50. You don't understand. Like, dude, I fought a guy tonight who is almost 70. The guy I fought tonight was like almost 70 years old. And he's still out there swinging swords, and he's really good at it. And he hits really hard. He's the one, like I was saying earlier, I probably got a big bruise across my back from fighting him today. Yo, K5 guy, what up? So yeah, you know, like, I'm almost 50, but I don't feel like it. So why quit fighting just because you're almost 50? I gotta work a little harder, I think. It's a little harder for me to keep my cardio up. If I don't do cardio for a couple days, I lose all those gains. So I gotta stick to all that cardio shit. But for being 50, like, I can still throw down in armor. Try and do a couple different moves. I'm always doing the same things. We'll do a couple of different combinations. I don't know. It's the same hits a million times. That's why I'm thankful people just come and hang out. It's all about the chat. It's not about, dude, you're gonna watch the same hits. Boom, 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 for over and over. Yo, yeah, I just fought with some steel swords tonight, though. Man, dude, four hours of sword practice and fighting tonight. Like, I didn't want to do this at all. But I was like, at home, I was like, well, I was going to hit Bob. I'm going to get behind. We got to get 3,000 hits. We get 3,000 hits tonight, everybody. That's the goal. We'll see what time it is. We're going to at least another, like, 45 minutes. Something like that. No, wait. We're going another, I don't know what we're doing. Like, 45 minutes. We'll go to, like, 1:15. Yeah. Oh, you just missed. Coach. Yeah, I fought AMMA this month. Well, last month, December. I was just showing off the stuff, the swag from the event. Oh, man, I want to go back inside, but if you're still Ross or James, there's 2 people here with similar avatars. James, if you want to see, I'll go back inside. Oh, all right, check it out. This doesn't really prove it because I'm not on the poster. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, and we hit Bob right here 1 million times in a year. We're at 615,000 hits. I still have all my fighting stuff on from today. Because you know what? James, I specifically left the light on here in case we come back inside. So here, I'll show you. Yeah, this December, Mountain, holy shit, Mountain Boohurt, if you're here, if y'all want another Boohurt person to follow, Mountain Boohurt. But this is from it. Let's see, I love it because I got everybody's signature. I'm not as cool to be on the poster, but these are all, dude, like these, I got everybody's signature from the event. And that's it, man. We had an event. I fought in it like December 5th or something. But yeah, it's cool. This guy here is the one with the big Polish wings, the Hussar armor. If you ever saw it, I'd tell you what his TikTok is, but I can't think of his name because he doesn't go by Mario. But he can cut rice with a sharp sword. It's crazy. And then of course they're the owners and the found. So their TikTok is literally this. He's on like the first place team in the whole USA for the team events. That's Spencer. He's got he's also sponsored by like Cult of Athena, and he has a TikTok. I don't know if Nathan has one or not, and he has a TikTok. Oh, yo, dude, heck yeah, Cali. So Cali, I'm gonna tell you something. I'll just give you some inside knowledge, and then here's because we originally came in because we're looking, and everyone was like, not everyone, one person was like, do you ever fight with axes? Like, yeah, I guess like different sizes for this thing right here is a beast, but different size axes depending on what's going on. This thing here, it's like a table leg with an axe head on it. But anyway, yeah, that's the AMA poster is like my freaking favorite thing I got. Oh no! So, oh shoot, Mountain is fighting this guy, Spencer. Oh man. Bro, that's gonna be great, and it'll be on the live stream most likely. Everyone, so you know, February 6th, 7th, and 8th. We got a lot of great stuff to live stream. Boo the Hurt, what's up? So yeah, I'll tell you because you're Coach James, because you're out in Cali area. Let me just give you a little insider information because I know there's different leagues, right? And I'm not saying not to join one or the other, but there is a league out there, the ACW. All right, so check this out. Oh, bro, sweet. So me and oh man, me and Mountain are fighting. Yo, did you fight in Vegas, dude? Fighting in Vegas would be insane. Ah, yes. I went to buckler class tonight. I'm getting ready. I went to buckler. Oh, I wish. Dude, I was fighting buckler today. Getting all ready for carnage. We'll see how it goes. But here's that insider info. There's different leagues, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't join one or the other, but if you are in Cali, because this league is there's a league called the ACW, Armored Combat Worldwide. It is not the best league to be in. However, if that's the only team near you, and they're very good at getting people in armor, and that's what you get into, just remember that they're hemorrhaging teams and members. Oh my God, dropping. Yeah, dude, it's so much fun. And you think about it, you know, even if you get dropped by the axe, 90% of the time, 95% of the time, you're going to get up from it at the end, right? I'm guessing that the people, you know, that he was dropping were fine at the end. You'd think you get you'd think you get messed up so much more than you do. It's a pain compliance thing. Your body just goes into shock. You just got hit by a freaking 6-foot axe. You go, ah, and hit the ground. Or you take a couple shots first and you go, I think I've had enough. Favorite weapon is a saber. If I was going to fight somebody, though, I'd fight with a longsword. But if my life depended on it, I'd use a longsword. Just making sure the counter on Bob's still going. So yeah, I'm not saying like that ACW, like if the ACW is all you got, that's all you got. It's more important to get in it. But the ACW is not running very well. They're all about money. Although ACW does pay people a good bit. The only game I play is Warframe. Yeah, oh yeah. If you could get lightsaber, would be great. Back on episode 100 of Hit and Bob, I had a lightsaber live stream with my tournament lightsabers, and some girl came out of nowhere, and we fought for 12 minutes on a live stream. She's like, can I fight you? I was like, yeah. 12 minutes long. No, wait. Siege is, I don't see registration. Shit, dude. As soon as I get off here, I'm gonna. I was just checking the website. I didn't see it. Dang, I better not be on the wait list. I'm signing up as soon as I get off the live stream. It went up tonight. Okay. I was just checking it. Revenant. Oh yeah, Revenant. So this week I've been using Korra. And now that Helminth has an invigoration for freaking Volt, I've been using Volt for the 200% primary chance and something else. Yo, Revenant, that's awesome. Yeah, Korra has an exalted weapon. Mountain, dude, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I won't even look for a couple days. Every couple days I refresh the website. I thank you for that. I'm gonna look. I hope there's no wait list. I just gotta get 3,000 hits on Bob at least, and then I'm gonna register. Oh man, I don't know who that Manticores are. Yo, Mountain, heck yeah. Everybody, Mountain Boohurt should follow. Also, huge, and we're fighting Buckler and Carnage, bro. Massive. Dog, you want to see somebody massive in armor? It's not the Mountain Boohurt for a fun name. It's just like it's literally him, the Mountain. So I don't know in Georgia exactly. Yo, Coach James, heck yeah. I wish I could tell you about that team, but I don't know. I'm just telling you, ACW, do not buy armor from Ice Falcon. It's not the best armor around, that's for sure. And it's more expensive than it should be. So yeah, I know. Well, Cephalon, though, if there's a team though, if the thing is, you gotta be lucky with logistics where you have a team near you, because a lot of teams have extra armor. Like people fight my armor all the time. Oh God, I totally forgot. I need to put together another get together for our team. I'm gonna see what the weather's looking like. I'm gonna see if these guys want to have a practice. I'll take some armor up. I'll fight them. Like that's what you do for the new people. Give them 3 rounds. I'll just have a shield and a sword. I will block. If you want me to hit back, I will. And we'll put as many people in the night that we can in my armor to fight like 3 rounds. They can hit, kick, punch me, whatever you want to do. There's the sirens, everybody. Every time, I'll tell you about where to find real quick. Every live stream, it doesn't matter. It's 12:49. There to go. There's always some shit going on when I live stream. I'm just getting sidetracked for a second. So Catastrophe comes by here. She didn't believe that I was like, every time I live stream, there's a siren. Doesn't matter if it's 8 in the morning, 3 p.m., 5:15. Here we are, 12:49. Sirens. Something is happening here. My daughter's mom was like, you have to move out of the city. I'm like, why? She's like, it's so dangerous down there. I was like, it's not dangerous. Every live stream, there's a fire. Someone's getting shot. Someone got shot in the live stream. We heard it. This is a while ago. Yeah, it was a couple blocks down. Someone got shot. It was in the news the next day. My daughter's mom's like, you gotta move. That sounded like it was a fire thing, but it stopped. Even though it only went for a little bit, there was a siren. Officially, another live stream with a siren. When we're inside, we don't always hear them, but outside, there's always a siren. She's like, you gotta move. There's so much shit. That's such a bad area. I was like, it's not bad. That must have been the call. Now I hear some other sirens. All right. I think that was a fire alarm. I can hear something. All right. So anyway, just to get back on the topic there. So there's a Discord Oh man, I don't know what it's called. There is a big Discord for it. I don't know what it is though to tell you. Tell you what, I will look it up. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that so I remember, and then I will know for future what the Discord is. But I can tell you this: the best thing other than Discord is if you have Facebook, is to look up Armored Combat Sports. It's still the largest community for Boohurt. There's like 10,000 people in it or something in the group. I think something like that. I know there's a lot of people in it. I don't know if it's 10,000, but there's a lot. And it's everybody, not just like fighters, but everybody. You can go in there and be like, hey, I live here. I live around here. Is there a team near me? Is there any events around? The best thing to do to find out about it is go to an event. The thing that sucks Cephalon about the price, though, is you're right. The price totally sucks. I would do this. If you're trying to get into it, make sure you get a couple rounds in. Like I'm telling you, man, it's painful. Like, some of this stuff hurts like hell. And did y'all see that on my live stream how swollen my finger was? This finger, yeah, it's a thing. I only use Facebook for the Boohurt stuff. I do it louder, but neighbors will probably kill me. Do the thing. Yeah, in the daytime we'll scream. It's this nighttime skeleton meme. AMMA. Remember that we're the Armored MMA? If you go to their website, the best way to find... Yo, well, I'll scream a little louder if it's daytime. If you go to the AMMA website, they have a menu. In the top right, the 3 bars. You click the menu. There's something about fighter info, start fighting. Anyway, you click on it and there'll be an interactive map, the most up-to-date interactive map of teams, and hopefully you can find one close to you. You don't even need a team. You don't even need to be on team. You need to make sure that you talk to people in the sport so you know what to buy. Like this shield passes, like the armor. People sell like shields that aren't good for Boohurt. They're like way too heavy, or these people like make crappy armor, and you won't know without like talking to someone in person. Well, Cephalon, there's a skeleton meme out there, like, if that's what you're talking about. There's like, it's from Skyrim. So he like bangs on this shield 3 times. He goes, ah. But I don't want to yell it because of the being like almost 1 a.m. Price range. All right. So GS Studio, who's legit? GS Studio actually comes in the chat sometimes. You can get total set of armor, including the hand protection. You get the sabatons for your feet. You can get the whole thing, other than a helmet, for like $1,800. It's the cheapest deal. Someone was saying Medieval Extreme is selling a set for $1,000, but I haven't seen it. And that might have just been a price for Christmas or something. GS Studio is also, I hear sometimes they're not as good with customer service, but they come here sometimes. They make great armor. I have a pair of their gauntlets. They're pretty good. But you can get a whole thing other than a helmet for $1,800. It's kind of expensive. Raw, clank, raw. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Big G. Ba 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 ba. Rah. You have to catch me in the daytime. I'll scream in the daytime. It's 1 a.m. and, you know, I am like, my neighbors are right there. They don't want to hear me out going like, wow. They probably want to hear the shield bang right now. Daytime will scream. Anyone can do the skeleton meme. You just need a shield and a sword. No, you mean about fighting? I'm just kidding. You mean about fighting? Anybody can do it. The only thing, Dino, I'm telling you, daytime. I'll have a bigger shield next time. I know, man. Cephalon, it's like the craziest thing. I'm so glad that I'm probably the only freaking person on TikTok with doing this. So I'm so glad at least that I'm able to do it. Because, oh man, that's such a, it's an old meme. I guess it's got some popular again. I don't know. So if you want to find an event and how you even get into it, so you don't even need to be on team. Let me just tell you this: you need the knowledge, first-hand knowledge on, like, You need to try it. I'm telling you, it hurts a lot sometimes. Like, dude, I got hit today, and I was fighting unarmored, but I got hit with a freaking sword across my shoulder into my back. Like, as hard as someone could hit me. It doesn't feel good at the time, but I like it. Like, I like to fight with swords. So the same thing in armor. There's gaps. Every time I'm fighting longsword, dude, I get bruises, like, all around here, because I don't have much armor right here. I get bruises here. I had a whole bicep turn black. Look, my nose is scarred for life. I've lost teeth doing this. This tooth is fake, the whiter one. I should have lost some more teeth so my teeth would just look better. Never got seriously injured, but you need to at least try it. So if you invest some money. Cephalon, thanks for the roses. So you don't want to, there's resale value for armor, but at the same time there kind of isn't. If it doesn't fit anyone else, you know, I'd say you can probably get 75% of your freaking money back on armor. I'm just hitting this dummy because we're doing it for a million times. Cephalon, bro. Thanks for the roses. For all those roses. There's the sirens again. I'm hitting a dummy a million times in a year. It's my thing. No one would fight me for a whole hour. I didn't even talk about that story. You want to hear about it? I'll tell you after we talk about getting it. Yeah, get a mouthpiece. I lost teeth twice before I finally got a mouthpiece. Well, I appreciate it, man. Does anyone want to hear my format for fighting an hour? And no one would do it. Just let me know. But you need to go to an event. I don't know the best way to find an event. You'd have to look up Boo Herd International website and IMCF. IMCF. Look up those two websites. You might be able to find events. If you don't look on Facebook to find them. But you need... Yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. I was watching a video. I'm in year 7, February of 2026. It'll be my 7th year. Yeah. It's 2026 now, right? I work a lot of night shifts, so sometimes I forget. Yeah, it'll be my first fight was February 2019. But you need to see in person. Have someone hit you in armor pretty hard. Dude, I'm telling you what, some of these hits hurt so bad, and you will have bruises. You can avoid losing teeth. But you're not going to avoid bruises. And you're not going to avoid someone falls on you the wrong way and bust your ribs or something. You know what I mean? It's like you're just going to sit there and you be laying on the ground and some big guy, 400 pounds, is going to fall on you and bust you up totally by accident. You know what I mean? Like it's just, Dawson, what's up? Were you here already? Did I miss seeing you when you got here? So you have to take a couple hits. And if you don't mind getting hit that hard, dude, I've gotten knocked out 3 times in this sport. The one time I was fighting at Ren Fair. Oh heck yeah, man! Sorry I can't do it louder at 1 a.m. on my back porch. This one time, like my daughter was like 8 years old. I'm like, here. I was like, I'm gonna go in and fight. I was like, try and get some footage of this. I'm out there fighting. I got knocked out. I took a pole arm, like a 6-foot pole arm from this bodybuilder guy. It's on my Instagram, where he was like this, like from all the way back here, and he's like as hard as he could hit me, and it hit me in the back of the head, and I thought I died. Dawson, well, what's up? What's up, Dawson? You got to take a couple. Don't let anyone hit you that hard for your first time. But you got to take, I'm telling you, go to an event. Someone will let you try an armor. It might be sweaty, but get a couple punches in the face. If you can try armor on, let them hit you because it stings. You just have to make sure you know what you're getting into. So many people do it. Dude, I'm not aggressive at all in real life, but I love beating the shit out of people in armor. Oh, I'm fighting. So this whole thing, don't anyone feel obligated, but my whole thing here, I'm fighting overseas. I won 2nd place the whole freaking world for buckler and 3rd place in longsword. I'm going to fight. Ever get funds my World Championship trip because I'm fighting in Europe for the USA in July. So my record was pretty good. I live streamed 2 times. I live streamed my tournaments. I won on them, which is great. I actually won on my own live stream. I got medals during the live stream. Thank you. And Toxic, I'm telling you what, it's the most fun shit I've ever done in my life. Even if you just, I was fighting in HEMA tonight, so I got this stuff on. I even tied these on with plastic bags because I forgot to bring string. But even fighting HEMA, the unarmored combat, so much fun. Cephalon, heck yeah. I hope you have... And who just did that to me? It doesn't say the whole name. Damagenerov. Thank you for the TikToks. Those are gift gallery things. I appreciate that, man. Matt Desh, what's up? Thank you for those. I gotta put this backwards. And everyone's like, you wear your hat crooked. Well, I just do. All right, here. You want to hear the reason why I started hitting this dummy? Because no one would fight me for a whole hour, right? So I wanted to have a longsword fight in armor. And my whole plan was, and everyone was like, this is stupid. No one would do it. No one could do it. It would be boring. Like, blah, 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 all this stuff. No one would fight for a whole hour. So the whole plan was, so you show up. It's a longsword fight. So this outfit tonight with this jacket was for fighting with steel swords where you can stab each other and everything. See, like this jacket's rated for puncture damage. It even has on the neck here this thing to catch swords so you don't get totally stabbed in the throat. But so this is all where you beat the shit out of each other with swords. Sword fighting, like sword duels. The kind I like though prefer is in armor. So training, that's why zombie. Bro. So I'm not trying to scream, we're outside. I'm not trying to be too loud for the neighbors. But Nikki 6. Oh, too nice. What is that? October! Yo, it is October. I can't believe the October gift. Nikki, thank you for October. You know, I was like looking through the gift gallery. I was like, what should I put for the gift gallery? I was like, October? For real? Yo, it is. That's crazy. And the mermaid. The mermaid. Is there a Little Mermaid movie coming out now? It was SpongeBob. Now it's mermaids. Is it mermaid season? Still winter. They're not gonna be able to surface because the top of the pond's gonna be covered in ice. How's the mermaid survive the winter, man? Yo, zombie. I went and fought swords for 4 hours. I went to sword fighting class and practice for 4 hours, and I was like, I gotta soul it, Bob. We're going to like 1:15. We're gonna do a check. The latest we're going is like 1:30. So we got 15 minutes or a half hour to go. I don't know. Yeah, what's the mermaid for? Oh, I forgot the story about the longsword fight. So I wanted to have this fight. I thought it was like the coolest idea, right? Everyone was like, it's stupid. No one would do it. So you show up with fighting longsword in armor. You have a meeting spot. You have a referee, a main referee. You got four counters, 2 for each person to count hits on the people. Yo, Nikki. Yo, good night. Jack Miller. Here's my perfect longsword fight story. Nikki, thanks for October. I thought that was so funny that was a gift. So you show up. You got 2 people to count each fighter's hits. What up? Who's popping off? What up? You got a main referee. You got time counter. You show up. You have at least 1 squire, 1 or 2 squires. You got 3 or 4. I don't care. You have a meeting spot. Say it's at the park, in a field. You have about 50 yards to separate each other. You don't see each other. Nothing. You show up. You and your squires go to one side. Who did that? Zombie. Thanks for the level up, bro. Too nice, everybody. Sam, what up? So you show up with your squires. You go to each side. You don't talk to your opponent. Nothing. Your squires do this for you. This is why I thought it was so cool. So you sit there. You sit there. You get your armor on. There's no rush. It's an approximate time you fight. The only time you show up, it could take you a half hour to get ready. You show up to the site. Say it's at noon. You go to your side. You get your squires, get your armor on. You stretch, do your thing, drink some water, whatever you want to do. Hang out for a bit. When you're all ready, your squires go to the center, like 25 yards up in the center. And when the other person's ready, their squires come up. Referee goes over the rules. He's like, it's an hour-long fight. There's no stopping, unless you have to because you surrender or something. But they go over the rules. Your squires, you agree the rules. Sure, squires shake hands. They go back. You get ready. The referee's like, fighter ready. Fighter ready. Start, just like King of the Streets. You walk up. You get to that to the center, and it's a longsword fight. And then you just duel an hour. You get an hour. I don't care where you end up. You could end up a mile down the road. You have an hour to hit each other. And I'm telling people, it's not like you're gonna be sitting here doing this. Like, you're not gonna be out there going like this for a whole hour. You might do that like once or twice. You might walk around a little bit, take a couple hits around here. Maybe both stand there and do this for like a minute or two. And the only rule is you can't just continuously not engage. So you can't just walk backwards for a half hour. No out of bounds. You just fight. You get an hour. Whoever has the most hits an hour wins. You get 2 timeouts, 2 5-minute timeouts. Yeah, it's true. I'm like endgame Warframe. I've been playing it for like 12 years or something like that. So I have to play like 60 more missions. There's 12-minute missions in Warframe, and I have to play like 60 more times to get everything. I have everything in the game except these new Tar and Strike weapons, which I don't even like. But just have everything. Everything in the game is not RNG. You have to have the resources to buy them from a vendor in the game. I have 60 more fights to go to be able to buy them all, which sucks. That's 12 minutes of gameplay, which I don't mind. I like playing Warframe. And the thing is, I've been using other Warframes. So I'm using Volt this week. I've been using Volt forever, but so I'm like, and I'm taking time to level stuff up again. But I'm like end game. I'm like I've top master rank, everything in Warframe. But the thing is, I've put so much time into that game that I don't play anything else. If I start playing another game, I started getting back into War Thunder, but now this whole update came out in Warframe, and I gotta get every freaking thing in the game. It's taking me forever. I have a problem getting into other games. Oh yeah, and it doesn't even count them all. But I've played Warframe for like years, like of game time. It's not like 27 days. I think it's literally over. I think it's over a year. It might not be. I don't remember. That's a lot of time. I've played so much of that game. If you have 324-hour days of gameplay, it's insane. I don't know. Hunt Showdown. I think I've heard of the name, but I can't think of what it is. Oh, but just to finish the longsword story, you fight for an hour, you get 2 timeouts. As long as you're not engaged, and as long as you're standing apart, raise your hand, timeout. Squire comes over. Their squire follows you around too with a bench or something in the water. Take a timeout, pop your helmet, 5-minute break, When it's over, you get back up, fight. Time starts again. I think it'd be such a cool thing. Moss on here might do it with me one day. If you don't know Moss, it's capital M, capital O, capital S, capital S. His armor is black and red and white. You can't miss him. Who if you want some other content better than mine, you should check out Moss. But we might fight for an hour, longsword. That's the whole thing, man. I just want to fight somebody for a whole hour. And everyone's like, that'd be stupid. Now, I've fought like in armor, full force, as long as you can go. 8.5 minutes. I was dying. And I'm talking about like punching, kicking, hitting people with swords, fighting on the ground. The third time I got in 8.5 minutes, I got thrown on the ground. The third time I hit the ground. Well, yeah. I mean, Warframe. To me, I like it. I know a lot of people that don't like it. So yeah, I can't blame you for that. Or I can't, I can't comment like anything, but like, I'm not gonna say Warframe's the best. I get it. There's so much to that game these days though. But yeah, like no one to fight me for a whole hour. So I was like, what? Everyone's like, no one could do it. No one could do it for. I was like, I could. I was like, I bet you I could hit a dummy like in a million times, and here we are. We're on 615,000. I've got paid the MMA fight I did. I got paid. I'm not gonna say how much, but it's a good bit for a fight for 3 rounds to get my nose bashed in. It was worth it. That's my new scar from 2025. Ended with a bang. Literally, busted my nose inside my helmet. Busted my nose open. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I've been playing it for so long. And I've actually been getting, now that I have to do all these stupid ass missions like 150 times, and I'm halfway through it, I've been using other Warframes, other guns and stuff in the game that I never use. And it's actually got me some enjoyment now. It's a huge freaking grind, but at the same time, like I'm using Warframes and stuff that I haven't used in years just to use them. And I'm like, this is kind of fun. But that's the thing, like I feel if I don't have everything in the game that I'm missing out. So I have a real problem. This huge freaking update just came out, and I'm almost there. But I got like 600 more minutes of missions to go. My first fight in armor, I got paid $30. I took the turnpike home, and I used it all. It cost me like $50. I was like, I'm taking the turnpike home. I won my first fight ever. Oh, we're almost at 115. Let's just see where the counter is. We're going to like 1:30. We got under 15 minutes. Dude, I fought for 4 hours today. Good. We're 2,769. In 15 minutes, we'll be over 3,000. That means we hit the goal for the day. Grinding in Warframe, though, for whatever reason, I don't mind it that much. Dude, I had played for 2 hours today and I woke up. I was just like, here we go. Gotta get that grind. Hitting Bob, grinding in Warframe. Oh, dude, helmet horror. I've luckily, All right, everybody, helmet horror. Here, let's show you. So this is what helmet horror is. All right. See the helmet on my shirt? This helmet here is great. See, this is all wide open. This is the helmet I duel in. Lots of breathability. See this helmet here? You might not be able to see it, but not so much. Okay. Oh no, is that an open helmet? All right. Here. I'll reenact what helmet horror is. Helmet horror happens a lot of times to newer people. All right. Check this out. I'll put this helmet on. I'll put 2 helmets on. This is my helmet. Yo, what's up? This is the helmet like this that I fight in for duels. All right. Check this out. All right, this is my dueling helmet. Great visibility, great for breathing. If you like to breathe oxygen, this is a good helmet. All right. See, all this is like air. Ooh, I can breathe. Pretty decent helmet, right? Yo, zombie warrior. Yo, helmet. This is what helmet horror is. All right. This is a great helmet for vision. I can see my hands. I can see my hands to here. Look, I can basically see like I have not like great helmet, right? Check this out. This is helmet horror. Now when you wear this, this is my heavier duty helmet for getting beat up in. But this is a classic helmet horror helmet. Okay, now I can see this. I can't see I can't see my hands up here. I can't see my all right. This is my field of vision. Here. This is all I see inside my hands right here. I can't see anything else. I can see through these holes. I can see my hands moving. But if I was like moving around, I'd trip on something. Helmet horror. When you breathe, like you're breathing a lot of your own monolith. Thank you. Six Gun. What's up, Six Gun? Whenever you're fighting a helmet like this, and this even has my own blood on it still from getting beat up, is leaking out of these holes, everybody. That's how bad I got beat up in my last cage match. But anyway, so I'm as I'm talking to you, I can just feel like I'm breathing in more of my own CO2. And when you're out there fighting and doing all this stuff, and you're breathing it in, and you feel like you're kind of suffocating, and you got this. I have two straps on here to strap this on. I can't take it off. I can't press the button on here to lift this visor either. It's like impossible. So I can't even pop my visor, and people just want the helmet off, and they'll be like pretend I'm laying on the ground, and they'll be like clawing with gauntlets on, like this. Helmet horror, everybody. They'll be going like this. You see someone freaking out like because they can't pop it, and they just want it off, and they're like help, and then you get someone they're trying to get the straps off, and they're like I can't breathe. Then you finally pop it off like because you feel like you're dying. And it literally feels like you're dying. That's helmet horror. Oh, I just heard the counter on Bob go off. Monolith, thanks for the follow. Kung Fu, Repo. Yeah. I've never experienced it. I've experienced being extremely short of breath and feeling like it, but I've never got to the point where I had to yank it off. Because I know, okay, I'm okay. Oh, Logan. Ah, man. Cat, sirens. Did you hear him? Just now. Every time, cat, sirens. These Don't Care was asking what a helmet horror was. That Logan, I was describing it. So, cat, did you hear him? Well, there were sirens earlier. It was like 12:15 at night, and there were sirens all over the place. I was saying catastrophe one time. I was saying to her, I was like, there's always sirens when I live stream. Sure enough, there was. I got to make sure to count. We got 15 minutes, everybody. Yo, right? Yeah, anxiety if you're claustrophobic. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. It's like wearing the thing for SWAT, but you can't get it off probably as easy. I don't know. Oh, yeah. You can see people, if you see someone clawing at their face, you usually know that they feel like they're about to die. And you want to get that off, too, because that's scary. We're at 2,777 hits. We'll get 3,000. By 1:30, we better have 3,000 hits. Thanks for the likes, Cat. Glad to see you at this freaking time of night, 1:15. Yeah, helmet. Never had it, but I've had plenty of times fighting in helmets like that, where I'm like inside my helmet, like I feel like I can't breathe, especially when it's hot out, like a hot summer day. And now, Logan, I don't know, Logan, if you're still here, now we're back to hitting Bob. Now, this is the other part of the live stream. Boom, boom. I had 4 hours of sword fighting class and fighting. We were fighting 2-minute rounds tonight. It was great. You just woke dang. Just waking up. See, I'm still in night shift mode. I'm off right now. I'm off till Monday. But I'm such night shift mode that I'm wide awake. I need to go to bed by like 2, because I gotta pick up my daughter tomorrow. I don't want to be sleeping till like noon. Thanks for the likes. Yo. These nuts. Hey, thank you for the rose. Badax Hema, if you're here, what's up? Oh, man, and for that. I don't have much to offer in return for stuff. I just appreciate it, man. Like, don't anyone ever feel obligated, man. So I always just appreciate it. Thank you for the gifts, man. I hope the helmet horror tutorial was good. You going back to... Yeah, Cat, good. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get to bed I need to be in bed by 2. I have to wake up. I want to wake up. I want to do cardio. We're going to have we're hitting Bob earlier tomorrow, just so we know. I won't be on this time. Well, my daughter might not come over tomorrow. Her older brother is visiting from out of state. So actually, she might not come over. I might be on this late tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Oh, bro. I never even saw a ranking crown. Had a lot of different stuff, but man, thank you for that. Holy shit. That is actually like a legit looking crown. Too nice, everybody. Very generous. Yeah. I was king for a day. On December, what is it, 8th now or something. Yeah, actually, so my daughter might not be here tomorrow because her brother's leaving. And so she might stay there over at her mom's. Yo, bad axe. Heck yeah. Dude, arms make such a difference. Jeremy Friedare, what's up? I hope you're doing all right, man. Freaking, yeah. Dude, I have three or four pair of arms until I finally got a pair that I like. Oh, man. My first set of arms, I mismeasured it. So the part here around this part is so wide that I can't move my gauntlets except like this. It's horrible. And I fought like that for almost a year. My whole first year, I could barely even move my hands. It's horrible. But I used a two-handed axe, so it wasn't that bad. It's like I look like Mega Man. They're like these huge cannons. It's horrible. But then I got a better set of arms that fit. And then someone put an axe through it. I got hit. Bad axe, thanks for likes. Cat, thanks for likes. Bad axe, yo, thanks for the roses. No obligation to donate. I'm just saying, but they are going to the fighting. If anyone, October. Who did that? Oh my God, these nuts. Hey, isn't it so funny? That was a gift. I was just looking like, what should a live gift be today? I was like October. Throwback to 2025. Everybody, thanks, man. I'm just saying. Don't anyone ever feel obligated? And if you do give something, don't think like I expect it. Like if you come back, like, well, I don't know, I want to think of, yeah, like I don't. Do you know what I mean? Don't ever feel like weird, like if you come back and don't gift. If you did gift. So thanks everybody. And that, like I said, it's going towards my plane tickets and all that shit. Fighting in Europe. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm fighting in Europe in July. I qualified to fight for the USA, the good old USA. So we got to get done hitting Bob. I'm fighting there in July. The longer we're hitting Bob, the less cardio I can do. And once we get done hitting Bob, the live streams are gonna be more about like me doing cardio and armor. Zombie, yo, October. Oh, you did it, bro. The October, man. Zombie. Oh man, could you imagine, Zombie, if I had that text to speech like what the World TV has? Like, do the skeleton meme. Everyone would be like, do the skeleton. That's what all the text to speech would be. Do the thing. I know what that means now when someone says do the thing. Zombie, I think before he even showed up today, I think we did it like a dozen times. But I can't yell tonight because my neighbors are. It's almost 1:30. Let's get some hits. At 1:30, I'm putting the sword down. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, once we get all this stuff. Although maybe tomorrow morning, let's put armor on tomorrow morning. Jeremy, I like the way you're thinking. Tomorrow will be an armor fighting Bob day. Probably inside. I don't know. Outside maybe. I don't know what the temperature's gonna be like. See? Here we go. But I can't be too loud doing the skeleton meme right now. I'm just trying to be nice to the neighbors. They know what I do. I've been hitting Anchorbeard. Holy shit, bro. What's up? I've been in my backyard swinging swords for 7 years. They're probably just like, what's this asshole was talking, streaming at 1 a.m. Average size, oh my God, dude. 220 is a good Anchorbeard. Bro, yo. Oof. Anchor, I hope you're having a good day. It's good to see you, man. I'm usually not on this late anymore. Competitors, man. The Mountain Boohurt. If anyone was here earlier when the Mountain Boohurt came by, like that's his name on here, and it's not a joke. The guy is this tall. I'm 6 foot. The guy is like this tall, and in armor, he probably weighs like 400 pounds. Insane. And the guy fights in armor, and he's really good. You'd think because the guy's really big, like, dude, he's really good. And the higher you are from the ground and the heavier you are, the better. Not that that's everything, but 220 is a good weight. 220 is probably there's a lot of people that are really light. There's a lot of people that are like just mid-range, like 180s to 220. So you're probably on the high end of normal. The main thing is, besides being 220, being agile. Yo, right, yeah, anchor. It's not the size that matters. I mean, it kind of does. We know it does. We say it don't. Whether you got this much, or this much, we say that this much doesn't matter. No. Oh, Julius. So I'm fighting in Europe I'm fighting in longsword and saber. That's what I qualified for. Saber and buckler. So they don't have it out here right now. If anyone wants to hang out, in 4 minutes I'll go show you all the swords again that I fight with. Let's just hit this. I gotta get these hits on Bob. If I get 3,000 hits today, it'll be great. But I would say saber and buckler is probably my best. Or longsword. I'll show them to you. If everyone sticks around, I got 4 minutes. The thing about stabbing, so I fought stabbing sword fights today. That's why I still got all this stuff on, because it's like not armor, but it's in. I got, you get hit in this shit. There's some padding in here, but you get whacked in the leg, man. Like, you feel it. Unarmored combat, man. It's great, but there's a lot of but you can stab in that, and that's so I did the whole buckler class for stabbing buckler tonight. And I learned this guard where it's an intercepting. You just stand here. You don't hold out here. This guy who's going over his techniques tonight. And what you do, when someone swings at you, it's all about catching. It's about like catching their swords and being able to come around and do that. Go like this. When they swing, you go like that. If you get over top the sword, you're blocking. So they get on here. You can stab. You can slice. There's a whole guard like this where you're holding it this way with your thumb on the blade, and you can intercept. We're practicing this way, like you intercept a shot this way, and it's just a whole. It's great. So I did this. I did the stabbing sword fight today. Have I tried doing anything with life meaning today? George, I will answer. Yeah, George isn't even here. I would tell him, but I guess I don't have. George left. See, when someone leaves a comment, why don't they ever hang out? I would have told you all the life-changing stuff I could have done today instead of fighting in swords. Yeah. Oh, well. We got 2 minutes and we'll go do sword show off. Then I'm gonna get off. But let's I hope we get over 3,000 hits. We're close to it. So, yeah. Natalie Carell, what's up? It's getting a little colder around here. Tomorrow, we'll put armor on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do some armored sword practice. Good call. I don't know if Jeremy's still here, but good call by Jeremy. I'm overdue. I'm long overdue. Whoa, who did that? Bro, too nice, man. You get the sword salute. Yo, man. Thanks for the galaxy, bro. I always feel bad because well, like I'm just hitting a dummy in the backyard. I do live stream events, so I live streamed a whole armor practice. So if you do, man, thank you. Well, I'm a thank, dude. You. Some of the topics on here, you should. The dating story nights are pretty crazy. So maybe we'll go over. Maybe we'll have to revisit that another time if you're here. I know, man, dude. And the thing is, I'm just hitting this bob, bro, in the back. I just feel bad. I'm just hitting this thing in the backyard. So I appreciate it, man. Back in the day, dude. So I used to. We got. Oh, it's 1:30. Let's get a 1:31. We'll put the sword down, dude. I used to try and do stuff, but I was gonna kill myself. I used to get. I used to drop kick Bob for when someone do Galaxy. I drop kick. I would run at him and I would 2 feet in the air kick him until I realized how hurt I'm gonna get. I was like, I gotta turn it down. So it's to the point now, like, I like to just offer my genuine thanks for it. All right, it's 1:31. All right, we're gonna go check out some swords. Let's get the total for the day. Y'all are too nice, man. Like I said, don't ever feel obligated. Like if you come back that you have to drop a Galaxy or something. You know, I don't want you to feel weird. Oh, good. 3155. I accidentally bumped it. That's the counter, right? Tell us about the shirt. The Knights Hall up in New England and New Hampshire, bro. Freaking awesome place. I fought up there before. I hit. See, this is a counter back. I don't know what. I have 0 power apparently. 3155. Let's write this down. Oh. Good. We got over 3,000 hits. That's all. Though these markers suck. Thanks about the shirt. I actually love this shirt too. It's from a venue for fighting in armor. All right, here's the totals for today. Day 208. I know it's backwards, but the thing is, whenever I go to upload the videos, I guess I could mirror it for the highlight. When I make the highlight video, all the for an upload, if I'm over here, the like button, the share button, the music thing, everything's over here. I hate being covered up by it. I do upload a highlight video. So we got 3,155 hits for today. Look, my body moves independently in my head up here. I'm so dumb. All right. Let's go check out some swords, and I'm going to get off here. Jason, what's up? Just in time. Tomorrow. If my daughter stays at her mom's, then we'll be on late again. But so far, plan on like an early live stream. The thing is with work, I never work the same days every week either. So I can't always be like, oh, every day I'm going to be on at 8 a.m. or 9 p.m. or something. I can't. Yo, Jason, what's up? Just in time. So, because we're talking about the swords. All right. We'll say that for last. We'll go in order of this sword. I hate this sword. All right. Dude, that's the thing. I work at night, so I'm like wide awake. Plus I drank this freaking coffee tonight. All right, this sword here. Now we can mirror the video. All right, I hate this sword, right? The bounce on it is so bad. See, a point of bounce is like right about here. So if you picture, this is where this thing likes to spin. So if anyone out there doesn't understand what a sword, see where this is? That's the point of bounce. So that's where it wants to turn. If you drilled a hole through it right here, and it was like one of those a thing on a board game that you flick, that's where it wants to turn. So I hate this thing so bad because it's very tip heavy. If I'm swinging it, it does what it wants to do, kind of. If you're trying to be technical and be like, it's so hard to maneuver. Hate that sword. So this is my dueling saber. This is one that I won with a lot this year. Bow staff, if you're here, what's up, man? All these stickers are from tournaments. So if you're like, what are the stickers for? So you take this, they have to be a certain weight, certain length. You got to make sure they're not sharp, see? So you got to make sure like there's no nicks or sharp parts on the blade. And when it passes, they'll put the sticker on. So when you go into the ring, the referee says, okay, he sees that fried egg and bacon sword thing. I'm like, all right. Yo, niece, what's up? Yeah, I do. And I got this one at the last event I did. The AMMA, I fought in that in December. Crazy, man. I got everybody's signature. Everybody cooler than me. Thanks. And everyone's like, oh, like I got Pell medals for whatever. I had so many. I've been doing this for 7 years now. I just throw them in a pile. I do SCA. I'm an SCA member actually. Do you do SCA? Oh, yo. Now I'm not like big time in it. I've only fought in it once, and I should be fighting again in March. Most likely. And I'm fighting in freaking Europe because I'm fighting in longsword and this in Europe because I did really well this year, so I'm fighting overseas for like this for the whole championship thing. But not the MMA style. This is for weapon strike duels. Oh, dude. So this scar is from it. I got my nose busted open inside my helmet. I had blood splattered across my face. Fighting MMA, and it's so much fun though. It took my three visits to my mom's before she realized it. She's like, "Did you get your nose cut?" I was like, "Oh," it's like, well, a while ago. She noticed. I made it through Christmas. She didn't notice. This is my longsword that I've been fighting with for years. But since it even has like this rounded tip, they're not sharp. It's 2 millimeters thick. Dude, I know, man. It's so much fun. I've never done anything as fun as fighting in MMA. I've fought plenty of cage fights in my life, but that was top notch, man. The whole production. So I've had this long sword for like 6 years. I can't believe it didn't break. Since it didn't break, but I'm afraid that it will. So I got this long sword made this year. And then that whole point of balance I was saying, no, I don't. Dude, I need to buy a new sword. See where this point of balance is? Where it's resting on my finger? It's below the cross guard. So this sword wants to turn right here, right? So this is a very maneuverable sword because the balance is right here. So it wants to spin where your hand is, which is great. Great control. This is a long sword that I'll be using tomorrow. We're probably going to throw some armor on to hit Bob tomorrow morning. Not sure exactly what time, but probably by 10 a.m. I'll be on. And this one is the one, if you want someone to know that you're hitting them, use this. It's basically like a freaking piece of metal with a handle. And this is the one that beats the crap out of people. Oh my God. Dude, we used to play that with a nickel in high school, and you set your fingers there. Because nickels are thicker and have a more sharp edge to them. So yeah, those are the main swords. When you're fighting in armor, I'm gonna tell you this: a sword like this doesn't do anything. You can smash somebody with this sword as hard as you want, and in armor, they're not even gonna know you're there. If you want this thing is so heavy. You want someone to know you're there, use something like this. It's like a machete. Yeah, you can't use flails like morning stars. You can use maces, but they gotta be weighted. Here's a mace. Do I have a mace sitting around? I should. You can't use a hammer. Here's a mace. So this mace right here is it's kind of light. It's not super light, but see, like it's heavy, but this thing is not like going to kill somebody. It'll rattle you a little bit. Didn't it what? Yeah, dude. Yeah, flails could wreck somebody. That's the thing, because this will scramble your brain. You know, that's just a show helmet, but I'm just barely hitting it. But that's why the maces are rated really light. Freaking did you send these nuts another October? If you did, and I missed it, I apologize. Holy shit, guys, too nice. Yeah, hammer. So here's a typical. Here, I'll show you. These are like typical axes. There's some of these that have hammers on the back, which I don't know why they even allow it, because you can't hit anybody with it. But these are a shorter axe for if I'm fighting Featherfall. Thanks for the rose. Bark, bark. Dude, these nuts don't care, man. Thank you for the October. Such a weird gift to be getting in 2026. That's why I picked it. But this is a typical axe. See if I can put this on a... Hold on, I'll flip this camera around. So, yeah, check this out. This is how tall it is. And, as hard as you want, man. Where else? I know that big light's behind there, but where else can you fight someone with an axe? No, nowhere. October is a great month. I'm glad they had it as a throwback. And like I said, I'm not some just lame-o. I mean, I get this is a first place medal from fighting somewhere. You know, I just throw them in a pile because I don't know what else to do with them. Not that I win all the time, but there's people like, well. They're like, you don't have any footwork, or you got to swing your sword this way, bro. I just do me, and I do all right. So, thanks for the follow, F22. Oh, niece, hey, I'm about to get off here too. And everybody, just thanks for tuning in. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back. We're going to hit Bob. I'll put some armor on to do it. But I need to go to bed too. So, tomorrow, if you come by, we'll catch you later, or another time. My daughter's going to be here probably for a weekend, so live streaming schedule is going to be up in the air. I don't have a set schedule, but it's either like around 8 a.m., 10 a.m., afternoon, or 10 p.m. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for the freaking gifts, everybody. Even if you didn't gift, for hanging out, the chat. Hope you had a good time. I got to get this stuff. I'm still wearing this stuff from fighting earlier. So I got to get this off. I still have a freaking athletic supporter on. It's driving me nuts. Good night. And see how cool I am? I tied it on with a plastic bag because I forgot string. And that's how high IQ I am. I was like, I can wrap some plastic up. Yo, good night, everybody. Yo, night. Catch y'all later. Lukey Poo. Lukey, what's up? But I gotta go. Zombie. Lukey. Oh, Lukey, thanks for all like, man. Yo, good night, man.